subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unpopular Opinion. And today we are going to do something special. It's called the Runaround. We're going around the world and talking about stuff, what is going on. So we have a lot of things that we want to cover today. So I'm just going to bring up my co-host, Miss Super Producer. Miss Producer, you in the building. What's up, girl?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. First
You ready?
You all in the comments, all 23 people watching, let me know how the super producer is sounding this morning. If you can hear me loud and clear, any feedback, any of those things, let me know in the comments. Good morning to you. The first thing I want to say is happy birthday to Minion with Opinion.
Oh, Minion with Opinion.
Okay, you guys.
Happy birthday. No.
Oh, wow. I mean, she's singing notes.
Do you? Minion with Opinion. Never met him, but he probably like, I don't want to meet her.
This is taking me out. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Latoya. Thank you.
Latoya said I sound good. No, she wasn't talking about it.
She definitely was not talking about you.
Latoya said, "Fine girl."
She definitely was like, "Let me get my coffee first." Definitely what she said.
Oh my
Let me get my
goodness.
coffee first. So happy birthday to Minion with Opinion. If you all would please hit his Cash App today. Take your lunch money, get $5, send him a Cash App today. Make his Cash App go off for his birthday.
Aww.
He claims he doesn't really celebrate it, but we don't do that over here.
Aww.
You know, your born days are special because God only made one of you. So
Exactly.
yeah, we need you to start celebrating. I told him, oh, that's about to change. Because we celebrate things over here. But yes, so Minion with Opinions, birthday is today. If he's listening, happy birthday to my friend. I mean, he is a beautiful person. I'm telling you guys, he is a beautiful person. Good morning, Q out of the DFW. Ooh, I like that name. Ooh,
Q, that's one of my followers from my other channel. What's up, Q?
Hold on 1 second now. I'm looking at his.
You trying to enlarge it?
Listen,
somebody
listen. I
you,
need to
look, girl, clear up those glasses.
Let me bring the microphone.
I'm trying to see what that's like.
Good morning, Q from the DFW. Okay, I'm from VA. You know I'm playing VA. Look at him.
Oh my goodness, you're a mess.
Good morning, Golfer. How are you? Good morning.
Golfer, what's up?
Wait a minute, let me go back to Q again one more time. Next time I'm in the DFW.
I'm embarrassed for Q right now.
You can be. I can look at Q laughing. I'm not laughing.
Q, she not laughing. She ain't playing no games, okay?
Listen, because I'm from Virginia. Mm-hmm.
That's your old stump of ground.
Listen, Virginia, I'm born and raised.
Okay.
On the playground is where I spend most of my days. Okay. Good morning, but DFW, y'all making me.
Why are you going back to DFW's Q out of the DFW profile? Why are you going back to
put up that thirst trap picture? I'm
like, these are kind of these are real men.
Okay, listen, that's what I know. That's what I need. I'm like,
see, my followers are real men.
DFW. Hit me up in the DMs.
Stop it. We supposed to be on the runaround. Look at you. You went all the way.
Because listen, I'm single over here. I don't know about these other people, but I'm single. Okay, we mingling over here.
Maybe we ought to do a matchmaker show.
Listen,
one of these
the first person we need to bring up is Q from the DFW. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
So serious right now. Okay, now, I hope you all hear me loud and clear. I listen like a kid in the candy store over here. Took a little bit of resources that I got and look at where we at.
Investing into yourself and your materials.
We started from the bottom and now we here.
Okay, we started from the bottom.
Yeah. All right, we ain't gonna be before you guys long today. I need to stop joking around. Y'all gonna be like super producer crazy. And I'm is just a little. Look at you, it's laughing cute. Listen down.
Okay, we going to our first subject.
Good morning, K-Mac. Look at this, the married lady over here. She's so haterin'. Hating.
I'm not
hating. She gonna introduce me from Q from the DFW and then don't want me to talk to him. That's a mess. Good morning, K-Mac. We are
K-Mac. What is up? What is good?
Fridays now. We've decided that Fridays are gonna be dedicated to the runaround. We are gonna run around the U.S. We might even run around overseas. And talk about some interesting topics that we find and alert you all to, and just let you know things could be worse. So if you're experiencing something, this news going to let you know, where you living might kind of be all right.
Right, it ain't too bad in America.
I mean, where you living might be okay.
We ain't doing too shabby over here.
Yeah, this one is Shawan's topic. So let's get started.
Oh yeah, this is the FBI has been really busy. Okay, this is actually kind of tragic, but it's telling us that the FBI ain't here to play. Retired Judge Stuart Rosenwasser kills or unalive. We got to say unalive on YouTube. Self at Orange County home as the FBI arrived to arrest him.
There's a video. You want me to play it?
Yeah, you could play it.
Okay.
It's only 2 minutes.
Judge and district attorney under investigation for accepting bribes took his own life as the FBI moved in earlier today.
At some point during the chaos, an FBI agent opened fire. Exactly why, now under investigation. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis live in Campbell Hall with the very latest. Marcus.
Well, David and Liz, a senior retirement community here in rural Orange County, an unlikely backdrop for this violent confrontation that took place this morning. But that's exactly what happened as the feds moved in to arrest that former assistant district attorney on bribery charges.
Scary. Sad.
And shocking, a violent end to a scandalous case. Stuart Rosenwasser, a former judge and assistant DA, is dead after an armed confrontation with FBI.
Oh, he cut off.
Wait.
FBI agents who went to his home to arrest him this morning.
Listen, girl, just wait.
Standing by the front door.
Connection.
My friend went outside the front door. They screamed at us to get in the house. Get in the house.
Sources say Rosenwasser pointed a gun at an agent who fired a shot. Rosenwasser then barricaded himself and it's believed fatally shot himself. A federal grand jury indicted the 72-year-old on bribery charges, accusing him of launching an investigation in 2022 when he was working in the district attorney's office to help a longtime associate. The man, known as Marty Soudani, accused his nephew of stealing nearly $2 million from him. In a text, Rosenwasser allegedly says, "I'm putting maximum effort into this. We will utilize all available assets." Court documents show copies of money orders and checks made out to the lawyer, and in another exchange, Rosenwasser allegedly wrote, "I will always protect you and help you." Rosenwasser abruptly resigned earlier this year. In a statement, his former boss said, "It's truly heartbreaking that it ended this way. My heartfelt condolences go out to his family."
Uh,
Well, all told, Rosenwasser is accused of taking $63,000 in bribes. The man who allegedly cut those checks also indicted. And we're live in Campbell Hall. Marcus Souls, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
so yeah, this guy, he actually launched an investigation. I guess it was an illegal investigation. I'm assuming, but he took $63,000 in bribes. I mean, I think, if you're gonna ruin your career over $63,000, then essentially you took your own life over $63,000. To me, that doesn't make any sense.
Wow, like he did say, like the former Speaker of the House, Michael Madigan, and a whole bunch of other people are right now in litigation over bribery charges with ComEd. None of these people have taken their life. So, and he just did over $63,000. In that case, there's a whole bunch more at stake. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, why did he think it was that serious? What did he think was going to happen? So, and some people are not built to go to jail. And so maybe that's what he was thinking about.
Built to go to jail and the public shame. You were at your highlight of your career. Well, I guess he's retired, but you were retired as a judge. Now they're gonna remember you as the judge that unalived himself. I mean,
I just feel like we're not going to get a whole lot of answers. Like, I feel like when people do this, you are left with more questions.
Right? Like,
even though they do an investigation and they're like, they stole this, here's the money orders, you still are like, oh, I need to ask him, why did he do this?
Yeah, what was going through his mind?
What made you do this at the time? Were you in debt? Were you...
well, I think
$3,000 to me just ain't enough.
And not enough money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now we sitting here with more questions than answers. So for people that do that, to me, that's like the coward's way out. I feel like that's the coward's way out. And I'm sure his family, if he didn't leave a letter or anything, like, I'm sure they're like, okay, dude, you was retired. At the worst, let's say at the worst, he gets sentenced to like 2 years because he's a former judge. They're going to take into account, because this is what they do. They're going to take into account that he was a lawyer, a judge, those types of things. So when the sentencing comes down, we all know it ain't going to be as harsh as it could be.
Yeah, like a regular guy.
He could even ended up on house arrest. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they do for some of them people.
Yeah.
And he's no longer a judge. He's no longer a lawyer. He was retired. Yeah. So I'm thinking, you had so many options, so many other options. But like I said, when people, and it could have been the public shame, like you said.
I think it was the public shame. You have this prestigious title behind you, and you will always be a judge, right? You don't lose the title just because you retired. So I think it was probably the public shame that did him in the most.
Well, I feel like this is even more public shame for your family because now you have unalived yourself.
And they probably don't get death benefits from that type of stuff.
Which essentially for us solidifies your guilt.
Yeah, because you can't take your own life.
Right, because you can't speak for yourself.
Because most people be like, no, I'm going to fight it to the end.
Girl,
if they wasn't guilty, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to talk about another story. Where
What's the next? Fighting it to the end.
They just walking behind their lawyer like this. Some everyday stuff. Like, let's get this over with because I'm gonna be back out before you know it. And
Yep, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
like, for me, these people, after they go to jail, they become infamous. And so sometimes they make more money after something like this than they do when they're actually, doing a regular job. Because then you have like all the movie people that want to use them as consultants, on movie films and say, well, what happened during this and how would this look and how would you see what I'm saying? Like, so like, yeah, no.
And I think our culture right now is sensationalizing crime.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Like,
I feel like it's so much of it going on. I don't feel like it's sensationalized, but because it's so much of it going on and there's just report after report after report, it makes you feel like it's being sensationalized. But it's just the news.
But even on, like, if you watch Netflix will come up with a documentary like and I actually, I really don't care too much for Netflix because I think is one track. They only see, oh, we have access to this person, so we're going to spin the story this way. Just like the Menendez brothers. I don't know if you remember the guys that unalived their parents.
Child, I was in middle school when this happened. So yes,
I was in middle school too.
And it was the biggest story.
They got a documentary out now.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's crazy.
Listen, you guys too, while we're on this topic, I'm going to be creating another YouTube where we review movies and documentaries.
Oh, you got to have me on as a guest.
Listen, when we get to any movie about Donald Trump and
it's going to be great. It's going to be the best movie ever.
About the orange peel, then you'll be on.
You got to do your ratings.
Okay, yeah.
What's your ratings in popcorn buckets or?
I don't know what we're going to use.
You know how Rotten Tomatoes have it?
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to use right now, but it's going to be me and another host.
Look, since we black, we got to put pieces of fried chicken. Half a piece of chicken.
This one get 5 drumsticks.
This one get 5 drumsticks. Oh, this is a whole chicken breast.
You sound like a Republican this morning. I'm not going to do this with you. Now, you got me acting up in front of Q from the DFW.
This movie gets a whole chicken breast.
You see this? Do you see this, Q?
But no, your girl Hillary Clinton, she had some red hot sauce talking about, I carry this everywhere. Remember, she pulled that out of her purse.
Excuse her, Q. I'm trying to be very demure. Very mindful.
Don't be trying to act different in front of Q now. We know you get really, really belligerent on this show.
Oh my God. But we will we'll figure that out.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know that we're gonna take the Republicans' advice, but we'll. The world is in reverse these days. Good is bad. Being bad is good. More than 90% of the news sensationalize bad. Less than 10% show good deeds and wholesome nature.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Q. Thank you. Today's broadcast will be brought to you by.
Oh my God! Are you changing your voice? You don't talk like that.
That was my news voice. So yeah, and I agree with that. I agree with that, Q. I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence about being sensationalized. It is just what is going on in America or the world. That's what's going on right now. And so, we're going to hear a lot more of that. I don't know if it's because, that's what they're doing or if that's what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Because now you have people doing good deeds, but filming it for TikTok.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Just do the good deed and but you're filming I don't want to be on camera because you gave me a sandwich. Like, come on now.
Or you posted up at the Walmart talking about, can I give you $100? What? No, you cannot.
No.
Something behind that. No,
because I don't want to be on camera.
Absolutely not. You know,
What?
so that for me. But yeah, my heart goes out to his family.
Mhm.
I mean, it's unfortunate that he would do something like that over money.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like I ain't gonna say that's not as bad of a crime, but we've seen some crimes, and I feel like we have so much of this bribery stuff going on in politics right now. Like he low on the totem pole with the $63,000. We got people out here stealing whole $6 million, wiping out general funds and TIF accounts out here.
And speaking of Tiffany Henyard, do you have her a video about her?
What video was I supposed to get?
Let me see.
Just tell me which one you want to have. So many.
The last video where they struck down her appointments.
Oh, the TRO one. I do believe I put it in here. Dalton trustee judge blocks Tiffany Henyard's appointment.
Yeah.
Let me see if they put a video in here, because you know. Oh yeah, here it go. I believe. Hold on, child. It's loading. It's loading.
Okay. And and Tiffany Henyard, like I guess you would call her low on the totem pole because she is in a smaller town.
I wouldn't call her on the totem pole. Them amounts don't say low.
But the amounts are not low. And I truly believe Tiffany thought she would have been able to get away with her dirty deeds because it's a smaller town. And I'm just speaking of Dalton.
Yeah.
Now, we could say Thornton Township, it's not that small. They have like 170,000 people that lives in Thornton Township. So maybe she didn't think it would make it to the mainstream media, and it has. So now it has everybody attention. I think the residents did themselves a good, themselves a service by making sure YouTubers and people was bringing this story to light, and then eventually it got caught. The mainstream media caught wind of it.
Yeah, I want to commend some of the residents out there. Sherry Hatcher Britton, Delma Price, Mary Avant, Dan Lee, Valerie Stubbs. These are all people that were on the front lines and began to bring attention when they realized what was going on, along with the trustees, Jason House, Tammy Brown, Britton Norwood, Kiana Belcher.
You got a Dr. Nikita Cloud.
Yeah, Dr. Nikita Cloud. All of these people began to sound different alarms.
Yeah.
So I really do commend them for doing that. And I would say that it was ultimately their goal that they did get attention, national attention.
Yeah, because I think the FBI probably wouldn't have, and maybe they would have, because they was investigating some of the other mayors in that area as well. But I think Tiffany would have still been giving them a hard time if they wouldn't have been very diligent in trying to, for their cry for help. Because Tiffany, she is relentless.
Yeah, I don't know that she is intelligent enough to have constructed this thing on her own. Just because the speech don't line up with actually what's happening. Because, when she gives a speech and she has all of the diction and all of those words, the youth program, those things don't make me believe that she did this all on her own.
Or not only that, went to college. She said, I do have a business degree.
Okay.
I am an entrepreneur.
In what? Because you went on the Shark Tank and they wouldn't even give you money. Because You didn't see her on the Shark Tank?
I didn't think she made it to the Shark Tank. I thought she just had a video that she sent in to the Shark Tank.
No, I think I'm gonna find that for the next show.
Okay.
But she, didn't even have the proper, things that she needed for that. So yeah.
And what was she trying to sell on the Shark Tank?
No, that's when she wanted
The
to
Good Burger franchise?
the Good Burger. That's it. Child.
They ain't investing in no damn burger.
Now she done took this township hostage and made herself a cooking show called Cooking with Tiff. And so, yeah.
I think Cooking It with Tiff, not, take her out of it. I think it is a good idea, though. You giving out food boxes and you're creating whatever meal from the food box. I think that is a good idea, but is Tiffany involved in it? She's doing this political campaign. Now, if it was just, whoever's over the food pantry and you get a resident to share their recipes, that will be fine. But Cooking with Tiff, do you know how to cook? Really, Tiff?
From what I've seen,
No.
absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Craig, as far as what we found out about this, I'm still investigating that, the KP thing with this bouncy house stuff. But what I do want to say is, no, I don't think that she is a partner in that. The main goal of her, I can see from, and I don't know, let's see if Shawan agrees. The main goal she does is she finds businesses, she gives them invoices and lets them do work for the township, and pays them in order for her to be able to come back later and say, hey, I need $5,000. And, I'll be getting you those jobs with the township and you be getting paid.
Yeah.
You see, it's like a shakedown.
Yeah.
So her being involved with a business, no, I don't think so. But as far as her, utilizing the relationship to her advantage, yes. That would take too much brain power to be thinking and be a part of a business. We'll look at this video. Let me set it up on the All in the Q show the other day. We had breaking news, and I believe we were the first ones to drop this news, that the village of Dalton was granted a TRO, a protection or a temporary restraining order against Michael Smith, Ronald Burge Sr., and the fakely appointed village lawyer. I think her name is Angela Lockett.
Yeah.
I found out some interesting things about her yesterday that cracked me up. We're going to look at this.
Okay. In the ongoing battle for control of South Suburban Dalton, an attorney for trustees opposed to Mayor Tiffany Henyard say a judge has granted a temporary restraining order blocking several of her recent moves to consolidate power. She appointed a new village manager, village attorney, and police chief. Trustees argue Henyard doesn't have the power to make those staff changes without their consent. They believe the judge's decision will force Henyard to seek their approval for new hires.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared.
Yeah, it was only 27 seconds.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely.
You know what's so funny? She was so pissed off that Freeman took down them damn signs. Did you read that in that indictment?
I
mean, not an indictment, but the complaint.
I did not read it in the complaint.
Oh my God. It was describing that Keith Freeman, this is why Keith Freeman really got fired. Because he came in and he instructed people, or, whoever put the signs up, he instructed to take those banners down. And Tiffany came in the next day noticing that all her signs was taken down.
Now, what didn't happen? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're frozen.
You see me, right?
Yeah.
This is wild. here we go today. Keep talking.
But yeah, so they instructed, Keith Freeman instructed this, the people to take all her signs down. And the very next day, Tiffany noticed it or whatever and came in and held the secretary hostage until she wrote up a resignation letter for Keith Freeman. She had Kamal Woods and Chief Lacey stand at this lady's door, and they would not let her leave until she actually wrote this letter of resignation.
Child, the devil is busy. Cue me to see me. Okay, devil. Okay, keep talking. Sorry.
But yeah, so she held that lady hostage. Let me see if I could. Yeah, she really held that lady hostage to write that Keith Freeman letter of resignation. So she's basically going, and Kamal Woods was there, wouldn't let the lady leave.
Well, let's just say that Kamal Woods is everywhere that he's not supposed to be.
He shouldn't even be there.
And
he's not part of the village of Dalton.
It's the intimidation factor, all of these lawsuits that are going on, because look at the lawsuit that Jarrell Jones has. He has a lawsuit, and it contains intimidation from Keith Price. So yeah, I mean, this is what they do in this administration. They feel like this is how they're going to keep control of the administration, by intimidating people, which is crazy to me. Very crazy. But
yeah,
that whole, I don't know. I think they felt like, okay, no, the judge is not gonna vote against us because, I've never mainly not had things go my way. You know what I'm saying? This is what I feel like she's saying to herself.
Yeah. I think she is getting really kind of nervous.
Yeah, I mean, the feds are in New York. Not that far from here. Things are starting to happen. Look at the judge. He was being served. FBI was, about to come for him. I think I'm feeling like we're going to have an early Christmas, because the feds are walking around out here and they are handing out indictments. You get an indictment, and you get an indictment, and you get an indictment, because we've been working on these things since 2020, and we sick of looking at these papers, and now we finna pick y'all up. Because we're just tired. We're just tired of collecting all this evidence and all these papers, and yeah. So I feel like that's what's happening. But she's been mad at Keith Freeman since he flipped the first time. We know that the first deposition, which was with the charity, he told a whole bunch of stuff. So that is, probably where she began to say, okay, this guy is probably going to turn state's evidence on me, and I need to get him out of here and away from here.
Right.
And away from me, so because he's probably still collecting evidence.
Oh, yeah. But the sad thing about her, Tiffany thinks is a dictatorship, but you have to get board approval to hire and fire somebody.
And you do.
So
you do.
It doesn't go your way. You want to scream and kick and shout like a little child. But hello, you're an adult. You took on an adult responsibility. And you need to follow the rules and the legislation, the law, if you want to get something done. So
I think because since she's been in office, she's not been made to do that.
Yeah, that's why she's acting like a tyrant. She's a tyrant.
Yeah, I feel like she feels like she's still protected. However, Delgado has left the building. Allegedly, he was the protection, and he's no longer her attorney or moving around in the village himself personally.
Right.
So the Delgado law firm group, let's be clear, is still at the township. There's representation there, but not by Delgado himself. He sends someone else, and that's how that goes.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how this plays out. Word on the curb is maybe by next week there'll be some things happening.
Okay. We'll see.
It's funny how she tries to pick and choose when she knows her job and when she doesn't. Child.
Yeah, I'm talking about let me educate y'all.
Child. One time she says she don't got nothing to do with the day-to-day. And the next time she up here saying, as you know as the mayor and the supervisor.
I
know. Like, make it make sense, child, because you not.
Girl, she crazy.
Sense.
She
All
is
right.
nuts.
For this next particular story, we are going to go to England. Yeah, we going to England. Because I saw this story and I said, man, this story is so similar to the United States. I didn't know they had this type of stuff going on over there.
Some biscuits and some tea, Mike.
Okay, it's tea time. And we are going to have tea time in Manchester. The Manchester.
I don't got a teacup. I got a mug. So I'm probably a homeless UK or European.
I'm dead. No, that you from Liverpool. You're not from
Manchester. I'm from Liverpool.
Manchester detective found guilty after stealing cocaine and giving it to dealers.
What?
Make this make sense to me.
He's probably a crackhead.
I never have seen any type in it 4 kilograms of cocaine from the police evidence store. Okay,
4 kilos. That's a lot. Oh,
child, he is moving. He is moving some weight. Okay, I have never. Oh, look at this. Somebody said, hi, I'm from Liverpool, UK. Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hey.
Tony.
This is amazing. I love this. Thank you for tuning in.
Look, we're worldwide.
Give us some tea in the comments. Look at it. Look at it. But this is shocking me because not that I don't think that crime goes on over there. Let's be clear. It's not that I don't think that. I just never think that, wow, like, are these people taking a page out of the U.S. book? We never see movies, sensationalized movies with, oh, this is a UK-based thing. This is what happened. Because they don't put their business out.
No, it's mainly the U.S. doing the drug stuff, right?
But it's mainly us putting our business out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be the ones to be, like, making a movie and...
Yeah,
putting it in the news and talking about it.
We love entertainment.
Like, they don't do that. Was awesome. Tony Beauty, shout out to you. This news blurb was for you.
Okay, so they found him guilty. How did they catch on to him? Like,
let me see, because I just saw the title and I was like, okay. He worked in the serious crime division of the Greater Manchester Police. He conducted searches of the force's confidential computer systems for known or suspected drug dealers. Okay, so one thing I'm going to tell you about these computers, you leave an imprint.
Yeah.
So as he's going and looking through all of these things, he's leaving his computer imprint, his sign-on and his password. He's leaving that behind. And for most police departments, if you're not active in the case, you have no business looking in the case. You see what I'm saying?
Right, you're right. I see
he
what you're
probably
getting at.
set off alarms by all of these cases that he was going and looking through and really was not associated with them.
But did you read the bottom paragraph?
Hold on.
An investigation into tabloid began after he dropped a small bag of cocaine outside his daughter's primary school.
Oh my God. He was subsequently searched at work and found to have more cocaine. His car contained a piece of paper with exhibit references and the property number for 2 successful GMP operations into
Into
the
a
supply
supply of the
of the
drug.
drug. Wow, that's amazing. But, you know, at the same time, too, he's looking through all these things on the computer. That's why they followed him, because they probably were seeing he's looking into all of these things, and then he goes and drops a bag of cocaine. That's crazy.
And listen to this. So he was a part of this drug task force. Is that what they basically
Yeah,
saying?
that's what they're saying.
Okay, so he arrested the criminals, busted the criminals for drugs, then sell it to another criminal. Like, how many times have he done this? You know, it's probably not. That's crazy.
Like, to me, it's crazy work that you to connect.
Yeah, you to connect. You stealing from the drug dealers to sell it to another drug dealer.
You to connect and the ops.
The ops.
Time. How you do that? Like, where you do that?
Where they get that? That's some dirty stuff.
Watch too many movies.
That's some dirty stuff. Crazy. Like, come on now, that's
absolutely crazy.
Oh my goodness!
What else I had for you? Oh, let me see what else I had.
Are you while you looking for that, let me play this by Eric Adams. He was indicted the other day, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I get it now. You know I love X, so I got this little snippet of him.
Oh, let's go.
He out there trying to give like a speech, but he was heckled so much. And he's up there smiling, girl. Let me see if let me share this tab. He was smiling like nothing was going on. And people was like heckling him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this?
I'm trying to. My computer is acting really crazy today.
Okay, you got it. I think you frozen again.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll play this right quick.
This is not a black day. This is not a black day. This is a youth day. This is a youth day, Eric Adams. This is not a black day. Your policies are anti-black. You are a disgrace to all black people in this city. The things that you have done are unconscionable. You hurt our schools. Our streets are dirty. Our children are harassed by the police. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You can shush me all you want, but the people are with us. And this is not a black day. This is a justice day.
First of all, I want to thank you for being here this morning. And I want to thank the supporters of all ethnic groups.
This is wild to me because he's out there smiling and putting his thumbs up, and you see his heckler saying, "Oh, this is not a black thing. You sold New York City. You did this." And, they are really upset with him because of the immigration policies. In New York,
people are getting indicted all around him.
Yep.
Also, when the FBI came to confiscate his phone, he put a lock on it.
He probably like, yeah, I ain't about to get more information. What, he put a face like on it?
Sir, you're out here laughing, smiling.
Yeah, look, he's smiling. Look, that's a picture, frozen picture.
Why you put the lock
this
on the
dude is smiling.
Why did you put the lock on the phone if you're not doing anything? That's the thing.
And what is so funny about this, and he sold New York City for some flight tickets and campaign donations. I don't know how much campaign donations he ended up getting. They didn't quantify it in his indictment, but it's like a 60-something page indictment. I didn't get to read the whole thing. But he sold New York City out for some flights and trip to the, in a free hotel room.
Listen, if the Henyard administration is not paying attention. Okay. These people, these FBI agents ain't messing around right now.
They are not messing around.
They up in here in New York collecting phones, people, and papers.
Yep.
So you all down here, what we doing? I mean, if I was you, I would just go ahead and turn myself in now, because
Yep.
they're mobilizing. And like I said, this is crazy work for this man to be thumbs up. And he was in a church, I think, a couple of weeks ago, asking them to pray for him. Like,
yeah,
what you want us to pray? That you start telling the truth? What? I mean, what you want us to do?
It's so crazy. And I really get upset when I see Black people doing this to their own people. It's like you sold out your own people for, something small that doesn't even matter. I think you could have did way more good than catching a flight to Turkey, or I guess a few flights to Turkey. And you could have made New York City a great city, which it was once a great city, but now it's just...
Is he setting himself up to, like, for after his politics? Does he want to move to Turkey? I mean, is this what we trying to avoid? See, this is probably why the FBI started moving on him so fast, because they felt like, oh, he's becoming friends with the Turkish people. If he goes over there, they may not extradite him if we do find something.
I don't know if they have extradition in Turkey.
Right. And so I don't know either. And so, I mean, just from the looks of it, you're becoming close with the Turkish, people and nation. What are we doing?
In his indictment, it said he visited Turkey several times. I think since 2016 he was visiting.
Wow.
So he had this long-standing relationship, and they donated into his campaign. The problem is you can't take foreign donations.
Right.
And so they put the donor's name into somebody that's, they call it straw scheme donating, but it's basically using somebody that's in the U.S., but the money is actually coming from a foreign country or foreign dignitary.
Yeah.
So,
just insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. And now, yesterday I ran across the post where they are actually protesting at this Turkey consulate, because this is why they were paying him, because they wanted this piece of land to build a Turkey consulate in New York City. And he bribed he didn't bribe him. He tried to strong arm the fire chief to approve the construction. Yeah, I guess there's some type of deviations in the construction where the fire chief didn't want to approve it for, occupancy. And I guess he was trying to strong arm the fire chief. So that's basically, I think his deeds probably wouldn't have been focused on if he would have just, I guess, in the background, undercover, and said, oh, hey, give this guy the approval for a permit to build or whatever. But I think he was too involved in that, highlighted, okay, why is he so interested in this Turkish government building a consulate in New York City?
Once he accepted that money, he didn't have any choice but to perform his end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Whatever the deal was. But I mean, that's absolutely insane when you're out here acting like you're doing things on the behalf of the New York citizens that's, moving New York forward, and you're actually doing something that's moving another country forward.
Yeah, you're moving another country forward. Yeah.
And I mean, are you a U.S. citizen? Are you for America? Or that's why I asked, is he thinking about moving to Turkey? Those are all the things that I'd be looking at.
He might be. He might. Yeah. yeah, he might be. I don't think I would. I would question if he will have an actual life after he get out of jail. You know, something to, because
Yeah,
people probably be looking at him like,
these
you
Turkish
sold
people,
us. Yeah, you sold
these
us
Turkish
out.
people gonna drop him like a hot potato because how is he gonna benefit them now?
Nothing. He can't. You know, they don't have any use for him.
Okay, so
So.
yeah, you're right. Like, where is he gonna be able to go from here? All right, our last topic of the day. We always giving updates on Diddy.
Did he do it?
Okay, child.
Did he do it? Did he do it?
Listen,
Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it?
We're gonna hear Diddy's lawyer explain these 1,000 baby oil bottles. Okay.
I can't wait to hear this because this will be my first time.
I don't even know what to say. Hold on, let me share this page because I don't even know what to say.
This is a raw reaction right here because I can't wait to hear this explanation.
I've watched this. Is it on the screen, Shamar?
I see it.
Your computer from 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. on most.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything. I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
Baby oil, more than 1,000 bottles altogether.
He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case.
Diddy's case causing online chatter over the shocking discovery. The rapper's attorney telling all to TMZ as the outlet dives deep into the ongoing trial in their documentary, The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment, streaming on Tubi.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant.
How did they do this so fast?
For an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for.
Yeah, it's the number of bottles going viral on social media, with Diddy's longtime nemesis, 50 Cent, dropping this meme on X. Meanwhile, Diddy's defense team offers this explanation.
I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
TMZ reached out to Costco. Their rep says none of their U.S. locations carry baby oil.
He believes and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I don't think it was 1,000. Let's just say it's a lot, okay?
Entertainment tonight for this video. This cracks me up because they said 1,000 bottles. His lawyer said, oh, he got it from Costco. They contacted Costco and Costco says, we don't sell baby oil. Diddy, you going to jail. Because the lawyer just lied. They just debunked the lawyer, your lawyer.
Why would you need 1,000 bottles? One goes a long way. Exactly. That's exactly what we say.
Why would the lawyer even speak on it, first of all? Because it's just an insane thing to have, first of all. And you couldn't effectively explain that because this is Diddy's.
He should have just left that. Yeah, he should have just left that alone. Because why even bring that up?
Why TMZ so petty and they gonna contact us for a comment? And they say
talking about we don't sell.
So
that was hilarious.
Don't bring us.
We don't sell baby. We're out of it. No, he didn't buy the baby oil from us. No. They act like they were on trial. Like, no, we don't sell baby oil.
Don't involve our brand in none of this. Don't start broadcasting that Costco sell baby oil and then we're gonna be out of baby oil. They say we don't sell baby oil. So your lawyer done lied. Okay? He not helping you at all. Did he? Get you another lawyer because this one not helping. He has been spotted with the girl who has been convicted of selling clear liquid drugs years ago, Cuba Gooding Jr. girlfriend. Wow. I don't know anything about that because I don't really follow Cuba Gooding Jr. But Diddy's been with some of everybody, really.
Well, that's the other lawsuit with the guy, the producer. He said Cuba Gooding Jr. is the one who assaulted him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the guy he claims assaulted him. And
Well,
Diddy,
Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother has had to get him out of so many things. Maybe we need to talk about that one day.
yeah.
His baby brother, who we all know is an actor too, says that, has had to pay, his bail, pay for his lawyer, has had to do a lot of things. And probably and up to allegedly paying people off to be quiet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is about to get interesting with the Diddy situation. We just found out that he buys it in bulk, possibly from Costco. Costco said no, he didn't, because we don't.
we don't sell baby
I
oil.
feel like now they're gonna have the TikTok detectives on the hunt for where he buys his baby oil. I'm telling you, this
Girl,
is.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got that shit from Alibaba. He bought it from
That's the only
Alibaba.
place I know that you can buy that many in bulk and not be spending.
Where did you get 1,000 bottles, and who fulfilled that order?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, the last thing we're gonna talk about.
Well, before you talk about, I got a funny about Diddy. Let me add this.
Okay.
This is hilarious, girl. Hilarious. 50 Cent is always trolling Diddy.
He's always trolling him.
Let me make sure you can see it. And I don't know if you know Josh. I think his name Josh the comedian or something like that. I forget what his name is, but he's the young guy.
Okay, Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. Yeah, Josh Johnson. Yeah.
Josh Johnson.
So he did this joke about well, actually 50 Cent did the joke. He just repeated it on the stage.
I'm pretty sure it was Diddy that posted a picture of himself. I don't know where he was. Maybe it was New York, maybe it was not Miami or something. But he was on a bike, and he was just riding his bike. And then 50 Cent commented, "You know he's smiling because there's no seat on that bike." "50 Cent is funny, and he's not the one."
Girl, I just had to share that.
Listen, good night, Tony Beauty from the UK. Thank you for tuning in.
Tony, good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Listen, you don't ever want to be trolled, or I don't ever want to be trolled by
50 Cent. No, he is the extreme
he is
troller.
the master of trolling. And listen, and you can't dispute him, because all that baby oil would let you know that maybe there is no. I mean, now you got people trying to find out, is there a seat on the bicycle? I'm dead. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. We have so many more things to report on Diddy, but we'll put them together in a show again.
Okay.
About it. I mean, man, I think we're going to be updating this forever until we
Right.
go to trial, and then we're going to be on the trial.
Yeah.
But this is what I wanted to bring out today. You all look at this. FTX fraudster Carolyn Ellison sentenced to only 2 years in prison in order to forfeit $11 billion. How are you only sentenced to 2 years in prison? And see, this is what I was telling you about the judge, where it didn't make any sense what he did. $63,000 for him, $11 billion for this person, and she's only going to prison for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
What in the world?
Yep. Sam Bankman-Fried, he is the CEO founder of FTX. FTX is just a platform where you could trade cryptocurrency on. And what they did was back in, when they had, people had a lot of money to invest in, back during the pandemic. So they hired a bunch of celebrities and promoted this platform. And Sam Bankman-Fried was really trying to pay his way out. So he donated to a lot of political figures. And I guess his thing was like, hey, this is just a scheme. They really didn't invest. They was pulling money out, spending it frivolously. And the money that they were getting, these are, just imagine going to the bank, putting your money in, and the bank borrows your money and do whatever. Well, he was borrowing people's money, and he wasn't investing in the money into anything. He was just spending it like it was his. So they end up giving him 27 years, long story short. They gave him 27 years.
She only got 2, but she was holding the money.
She was holding the money, yeah.
With worldwide collaborations, because she got 11 billion. Okay.
Well,
it was
yeah.
Collected money, right, from the people who
invested in their platform, yeah.
Right. And so it was the collective money, but she only got 2 years for that. 2 years.
I'm assuming reason why she only got 2 years because she had the 11 billion.
Well, maybe she only got 2 years too because it wasn't her company. Like the company was not in her name. And so
was she the COO or what is she?
Let me see. Let me put this back up.
I think she was the.
Let's see. She became a witness in the process.
Okay, so she turned state.
Yeah, so that's why. Because otherwise, she probably would have got just as much.
Much as much as he did. And I don't know if they thinking about convicting or charging Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, because they said his parents had a lot of things or their dealings in that too. So
wow. You done brought your whole family into some FBI investigation. That's wild. That is wild.
Girl,
out here doing crazy work for money, because success is something that's built over time. But now these people want to microwave success, and this for me is what happens when you try to microwave success.
Well, and that's the problem with kind of cryptocurrency, because it's not regulated. And I believe that's why the U.S. is trying to step in to regulate cryptocurrency.
And the conversion is off too. I feel like
the what now?
The conversion, from crypto
to cash.
Yeah.
I think because their market is way different than, cash.
Yeah. I don't know about any of that stuff. I don't know that I want to get involved in it. Most people thinking that that's what currency is going to go to. I'm hoping not, because it's pretty complicated for me.
Well, I think the U.S. dollar, since the U.S. dollar hasn't been backed on anything, it's not backed by anything. They might do away from the U.S. dollar. I know a lot of different countries are not backing their currency with the U.S. dollar anymore because our dollar is not as strong as it used to be. Right. So I'm not for sure where that's going to lead us. I don't know if cryptocurrency is going to be the thing, but I think it's going to be some type of digital currency because the federal government is already trying to put their claws into it. So I think that might be the currency of the future. I think it might be.
So. That's what they say. But listen, that's all we got for the runaround today. I think this has been a great show. We got so much more we can do. I think next Friday with the runaround, we'll get into some more stuff.
Yeah.
And listen, now definitely we got to start adding the UK because we have UK viewers.
We got UK viewers. I know it's a lot of stuff going on in the UK.
Child, now we
ain't the only crazy people out here.
Listen, we gonna be getting into more stuff overseas then. And, excuse me, let me get Q from the DFW on Monday.
I think Q is gone. I don't know if he's still.
No, I think he's still watching.
Okay, okay, if you say so.
I think he's still watching.
Oh my God,
she's a hater. She's a hater.
Oh my goodness.
But you just definitely enjoyed you guys this morning. Shawan, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Please, if you have not liked, subscribed, and shared, please subscribe to Shawan Burns 2.0.
Subscribe, babe.
Shawan Burns. I'm all in the queue. It's right there at the bottom.
All in the queue.
Please subscribe, like, and share. And guess what? We're going to get out of here. We're going to see you guys on what? Monday? Hey, these days are coming so fast. I promise you.
Q said he's still there.
I told you. Girl.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Hater. You see, this how I hate to act right over here.
You pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's opposite. This how I hate to act right here.
I'm not being a hater.
From the DFW. See you on Monday. Another live broadcast of the Unpopular Opinion Show.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys for the information. Anytime Q from the DFW.
Stop harassing people.
This is hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've enjoyed you guys as always.
All right.
Listen, we're going to get out of here because we got a lot more information to bring you on Monday.
Oh my
Wednesday,
goodness.
and next Friday. It's so much, guys. It is
so much going on.
But we can really get out of here.
All right. Have a great weekend.
Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the